the channel. Today I'm reviewing Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. The fourth installment of the Naruto series is not only known for its striking anime visuals, but its vigorous combat. So make sure you charge that chakra, reanimate those Akages, and get that Sharingan and Rinnegan ready, and let's get started.
That's right, folks, the critically acclaimed Naruto Storm series is back with its fourth installment, this time taking the Shippuden series within the fourth great ninja war that was happening against Obito and Madara. We have to stop them from attempting to use the infinite Tsukuyomi to create a perfect dream world in their own vision. It's up to Team 7, the team leaders, the reanimated Hokages, even the evil folk that come over to help in this war, and all the shinobi that can help do something in this great war against Madara and Obito for the greater good, no matter what the stakes or the cost against those two in Naruto Storm 4. And while the story is something new in Naruto Storm 4, another mode that's making a return is the adventure mode that was in the previous games. After you beat the story, you can play the adventure mode and do quests and other side missions for characters and other types of special events that require certain types of ways to beat them, and unlock even more characters if needed. Adventure mode lets you have free reign to travel anywhere, talk to anyone, buy things off shopkeepers, do quests for pretty much anyone no matter the rank or land, whether you're in the hidden leaf, sand, or sound. And another mode that everyone knows and loves has made its return in Naruto Storm 4 is the classic online mode, where you have your ranked matches, casual matches that don't give you rank, online tournaments where it can go from 8 to 16 fighters, league mode where it can be basically multiple people fighting on the battleground at once and all set to your choice, whether you want 1v1 matches between two characters or 3v3 matches to amplify the battleground up a little more. The online mode also has special unlocking weekly events that happen a lot as well, so you always have something to continue fighting for no matter what.
Now see, Naruto Storm 4 is my first ever Naruto Storm game in general. I've watched clips of other Naruto Storm games, but watching and playing are two totally different things as well. And I didn't know what to expect with Naruto Storm 4, so expecting and playing and what I got with Naruto Storm 4 are two completely different things as well. But what I did get with Naruto Storm 4, I am very impressed with. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you, the pro.
My first pro for Naruto Storm 4 is that the presentation itself in this game is top notch. From the fighting itself to the free flow moving all the way to jutsu such vitamin cutscenes, each specifically for every character in the game, and have them all unique in every way possible. From Naruto's variants to how they switch up from younger to old, from each Uchiha has a specific jutsu that varies from character to character, and then everyone has these cool finishing scenes that gets a reference from the show from their past or current years. It's really awesome. They put a grand focus on it. It's definitely a pro for me. My next pro is that the story itself is really good. Even if you haven't watched the anime leading up to these points or played the previous Storm titles, it's still really good on the account of it catches you up on everything, lets you know what's going on, and still has the potential to draw you in even if you're a newcomer to the Naruto series itself. The story has a lot of twists and turns throughout the game, a lot of discoveries you begin to make and have connections with these characters that you either watched since they were younger or that you knew and just known about this particular campaign. It is definitely a pro for me. My next pro is that it's consistent non-stop action in Naruto Storm 4. From the action-packed and quickly paced QT eats or the bullet hell-esque moments in the campaign to the fights themselves, whether 1v1 or 3v3, it's always consistently full of action that's going on. Jutsu's going on the screen, and they always get visually appealed to the eye by this action because it never takes a break or sits out or anything of that nature. In Naruto Storm 4, it's guaranteed to be finding yourself wild about what's going on throughout the games itself. It's a pro for me. My last pro for Naruto Storm 4 is that this game is simply fun. It has a great fun factor behind it that can attract anyone and pull anyone into the game. Fans, non-fans, newcomers to the series about really how fun it is. Whether you're pulled in by the story itself or whether you find yourself free battling and find yourself drawn in by the stuff that's happening on screen and wowed by the jutsus or action, it definitely can be fun for anyone. It's one of those titles where you find yourself playing quite a bit, fan or non-fan alike, and there's not many games that can do that these days. It's a pro for me.
Now see, even though this is my first particular Naruto Storm title, there are some things I heard about and complaints from the previous titles that came over into this one. And then while I was playing, I noticed some things that need to be fixed upon and improved immediately. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you, the cons.
My first con for Naruto Storm 4 is that while the adventure mode is a cool idea and definitely dope for after story continuation, it's just the adventure mode itself is pretty boring and lackluster. It's just to recapture the previous fights Naruto and company had back then while collecting memory fragments. I like the idea behind it, but it needs a little more excitement behind it. I get not everything needs action all the time, but maybe some random events between the traveling of places and some more depth to it would have been greater behind it. But for now, it is definitely a con for me. My next con for Naruto is that the servers are really bad and they haven't really improved at all. Sometimes we set you for a ranked match, it'll disconnect you from said match. When you connect it'll only bring you back and tell you that you can't find another one. Or that it'll lag mid-match and you even find a match in the same region. It's actually quite the hindrance in Naruto Storm 4 simply because you can't get things to go right if the match is lagging. There's a 1 and 2 second delay on jutsus, ninjutsu, and regular normal attacks. I hate that it's like that because it can really hurt the game itself, and that is a con for me. My next con for Naruto Storm 4 is that while I like the combat in this game, it can definitely be improved a little bit more and tightened up in some cases as well. There's times where I activated jutsu for a character that has to run towards the opponent. It's just basically I'm running into a wall for an extra 3 to 4 seconds if I miss, or their throws are kind of short range for some and long for others. And that certain combat moves can definitely get taken care of a little bit more. I like the combat in this game. I like the looks of the combat in this game, and I do think it's dope, but at times I definitely want to improve and polish more. It's a con for me. My last and final con for Naruto Storm 4 is that the story is kind of short. It's a good 4 to 6 hours tops if you really sit down and just play. It's easily beatable in less than a day. While it's a fantastic story behind it, it's really short and that's pretty disappointing. It doesn't detract from how truly good it is, but at the same time it leaves you wanting more behind it. And that's why we get adventure mode and other things to get added onto it so we can be good. I wish more to the story or some DLC or something, but it isn't. And this is definitely a con for me. But all in all, Naruto Storm 4 is a pretty good game. The presentation is immaculate from character to cutscene. The story itself is fantastic whether you're a fan or not, it can still bring you in. The non-stop action is nice and that Storm 4 simply has a great fun factor behind it. But the boring adventure mode, terrible online service, wanting more tightening up from the combat, and the disappointingly short story also hurts. But with that being said, I'll be giving Naruto Storm 4 a 3.5 out of 5.
There's no way to fight this Genju.
Alright guys, that concludes my Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 review. Stay tuned because I have many more reviews for you guys coming from Unravel, Far Cry Primal, Firewatch, Plants vs. Zombies, God of Warfare 2, Street Fighter 5, and many more. Stay tuned for those as well. Also, soon we'll be starting our Outlast DLC Let's Play of Whistleblower. If you haven't seen it, check out the description box below for all 7 episodes of my Outlast Let's Play, where I begin and finish Outlast in 7 episodes. So stay tuned for those and check those out in your free time if you can. Also, if you want to follow me on my Twitch and Twitter, it'll be in the description box below as well. Also, check out my recent commentaries on the Gigantic beta and what we can do in the future in concerns of Gigantic. It'll be in the description box below, and what we can do to improve on the Xbox One. That'll be in the description box below as well. Drop a comment on this review, drop a like, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for me, people. I greatly appreciate it. So until next time and until next review, guys, we'll tune in, turn up, and throw down. I'm